let me talk to you guys about my community college while at my community college. Let me walk to my car while I do this. Actually, honestly, if there's one piece of advice I'd want to give, it's that community college is like what a lot of things in your life are. It's what you make it, you know what I mean? And number one complaint I see the most is that it's boring, that it's not going to be like a 4-year, that you don't get to make as many friends, that you don't get to really like enjoy the college experience. And me personally, I think I've had the college experience. I have gone to parties, gone to raves, we've like had hangouts, like I've had all that. And I think it was mainly, I didn't have it my first year, but I had that my second year, and I have it going into my third year, just because I feel like I like made it happen. You know, I had to put myself out there, because you definitely have to work for it more. Okay, I think that's the thing in community college. You have to definitely try more and work for more in order to like have it actually happen. You know what I mean? So like in the social aspect, I definitely recommend you join clubs. I recommend you be on campus more. I recommend you join study groups. I just recommend you put yourself out there. And trust me, coming out of high school, I was like really introverted. I didn't want to talk to people. I was super scared. Like my anxiety would take over. My mind would be like, oh my god, what if they think I'm weird? And legitimately, I just had to work on it. I had to get better. I had to say my mind, and like it's okay, like just be nice to people, just try hard, just like compliment people. Literally just try to be as much as you can, be you, and just try really hard to like, I mean, put yourself out there. Like talk to people in your classes, you know, make study groups, make plans outside those study groups sometimes. And if you are super introverted and you're like, I'm gonna have a really hard time doing this, make one introverted friend. Literally one introverted friend. I'm not introvert, I can't speak. Make one extroverted friend, and they're literally your gateway, because they're gonna help you come out of your shell. You sometimes try mimicking like some of the behaviors like they do. It really like gets you to be like, okay, yeah, I can do this. And it, like they introduce you to a lot of more people, and they get I'm speaking so fast, and they get you to do more things. And I think that's just extremely helpful in like the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean? So like socially, it really just comes up to you doing your best to be there for other people. And ooh, I'm crossing the street, wait a second. Ooh, okay, it really just is I think this is like an overtired, you know, you've heard it a million times, put yourself out there, champ, you know, you can do it. Sorry, but really it is just doing that. And I definitely, oof, it's hot as fuck. I definitely didn't start off with having a bunch of friends, and it really wasn't until my like second year. I feel like I have to go into the timeline of it. It was the end of my first year. I did think, I was like, what? Okay, I joined clubs the end of my first year, so I wasn't really like, the only person I really talked to was my best friend from high school. We went to the same college. It was easy, it was simple. I didn't have to work hard for it. I didn't have to like you know, come out of my comfort zone, and it was just simple. And I found myself really just like sometimes being like, oh, I want to go do this, oh, I want to go to a rave, I want to go to a party, and that wasn't really her scene, right? And I'd feel so frustrated being like, why doesn't she want to do this with me? Like, why can't we just hang out more? And like we just had a lot going on in our lives, and I just felt like eventually I just felt like I was putting too much on her in my mind, you know? I was always like being like, I want to do this, but she doesn't want to do it with me. And I feel like I was putting like it's really like hard, you know, being like, okay, like we're so close to each other, like I want to do everything with her, but like we don't necessarily have to, you know? We don't have to like all the same things, and you know, she's just more of like a homebody, you know what I mean? So like I just have to learn to be like, yeah, you know, in my mind, be like, yeah, I should just find more people who want to do those things instead of just trying to like, you know, like put that out there, you know? It was more of a me thing, you know? I had to work on it in my head. Oh my god, it's so hot. California fucking heat. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I need it, oh my god. So then, because of that, I was able to make more friends in that club specifically. And do I talk to a lot of people who I talk to in the club? A lot of things did go down, okay? Like some Title IX things, and just a lot of things went down. I still talk to like 3 or 4 of them, and I kind of like, you know, invited them to like my current friends that I have. You know, I kind of just like merged people together into a big combo mess, because I don't believe in the whole keep friend groups separate. Like, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that? That makes no sense, actually. So like I still hang out with them because I hang out with like people in like the groups a lot. So yeah. Speaking of big groups, we're literally all going bowling tomorrow, and there's 13 of us. Like, do I know like all of these people like really well? No, you know, because like I made this Discord, right? and it has 69 members, and basically it's like a social thing, you know what I mean? Like, because I want to be able to see people like, oh, where are we gonna be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? I wonder where this person went. Like, I want to like be able to talk to these people, you know? So like, I made Discord, and I made a QR code for it, so whenever, you know, I talk to people and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, you should join a Discord, and here you go. So then like whenever I do things, I make plans on there. I'm like, hey, we're going bowling this day, we're going to Six Flags this day, we're going to a lake day this day, we're having a party for the 4th on this day, and like, anybody wants to come, and I just put all the details on the Discord, and people can come if they want, you know what I mean? And it's just easier that way to like keep in touch with people, to make people feel included, to just like organize things, you know what I mean? And like, at the same time, it's like, I want to be able to see it in like 5 years and just randomly be like, hey guys, guess who bought a house? Like, or someone else is texting, guys, guess who just got promoted and I'm now making like 200K a year, you know? Like, that'd be cool, like, to see where it goes from here. So that's like definitely like was really helpful for me. So maybe if you want to start your own Discord and like start a little like thing on your campus, that would be really helpful too, you know what I mean? Like, you can do small things like that, even, you know, to just like try to get people together and doing stuff, and yeah, you know what I mean? But like, socially, like, now we just have like, my entire month of July is packed, bro. Like, I would say I have like close friend wise like a really good like 8 people who I'm like close to, okay? And we're going to, okay, so tomorrow we're going bowling, and then Friday we're having a 4th of July party, and then next week we're going to we're going to see Superman, okay? And then Superman, is it Superman Six Flags? Yeah, we're going to see Superman, and then we're going to Six Flags the day after that. The next day after that is one of their birthdays, and then I think we're going to a craft fair that Friday in San Francisco. And then I think after that is my other friend, one of my best friends, her birthday, and we want to have a joint birthday party because her birthday is the end of July, mine is the beginning of August. So, you know, like, at the same time too, like, don't be afraid to plan stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I plan stuff, I have other people plan stuff. Like, don't be afraid to plan stuff, and don't be afraid to delegate people to plan stuff. Be like, you there, you should do something, you know? Like, I seen that little house you have with the pool, we should have a pool party. And then they can be like, yeah, sure, cool. And then pool party, you know what I mean? Take charge. And so that's socially, you know, personally. Like, I feel like, you know, a lot of people are just like, I can't have the college experience in college. And if the college experience for you is like, you know, going to parties and doing things like that, I promise you, you can still do those things, you know what I mean? Like, you can find people. Like, one of my friends, her parents are on a cruise like 10 months out of the 12, so we have parties at her house. That's not going to be the same for everybody, but you can definitely meet people or know people who, like, you know, can have parties at their house, or their parents are cool with it, or they have their own place, and, you know, it's just things like that. Like, just because you're so close to home does not mean you're not able to do things that you would if you were 1,000 miles away, you know what I mean? And my parents, you know, they're like, you're an adult, just don't, you know, do anything illegal, don't do anything stupid, and you're good, you know what I mean? Academically, okay, I want you to walk in knowing that you're currently going to have to go through a unimaginable shift. People are always gonna be like, it's way harder in college, you know what I mean? But like, it's one thing to say it, another thing to actually experience it, you know what I mean? High school to me was so easy. It's like super easy, and then college is like a slap in the face, you know? Like, I'm like, oh, well, you know, in high school I could take like 6 AP classes, I could do 2 sports, I could do 3 clubs, I could have a job, and I could juggle all of that at the same time and still get perfect grades. College is not like that. Fun fact, it literally, like, it's hard to wake up every day and go to class, or 2 days in a week and go to class and then go to work, and then even to have time for one club, bro. Even for one club, it was exhausting. I joined like 3 clubs. In my entire time here, this I'm going to my 3rd year, I've been in 5 clubs, I believe. Yes, I've been in 5 clubs. I've been an officer in 3 of them. And I'm probably gonna be an officer in the 4th one. One of them no longer exists. One of them, it was a lot of work, it was daunting. I was there for a year. I learned a lot of skills. I was a treasurer, but like a lot of happened. I just don't want to do it anymore, so I'm stepping down in that one. And the other one, I was the media manager, and that was fun. I just wanted to try it out, you know. So that was cool. I stepped down in that one as well. So going to this semester, I am no longer an officer in any of them because I stepped down, and I wanted to be like fresh start. But I will become a officer in my environmentally concerned organization of students club. It's like the, you know, ecos, it's like environmental, like, you know, doing things for nature, stuff like that club. So that's pretty cool. I was in a lot of clubs. I was in motorsports, I was in physics and engineering club, I was in ecos club, I was in welding club, and I was in science learning club. I was kept busy at one point. I had a job, I quit my job. I have a lot of money saved up, but like I'm probably gonna get a job again maybe this semester, because a lot, but like it was Gucci, it was good for a bit not having no job. It was very, very nice being able to not have to like go from like, okay, this is another thing academically. My freshman year, I stacked my classes on 2 days, okay, and then I worked in between those days. So terrible, okay? Like having like calculus and like chemistry and everything like on the same day, like Monday, Wednesday, okay? It's like I have to study for my exams, but I can't because I have an 8-hour shift the next day. I have an 8-hour shift over the weekend. I have an 8-hour shift in between classes. Like, and then going home after those classes, I don't want to study. I want to sleep, okay? Or going home after an 8-hour shift, I would work from like, I don't know, was it like 5:30 to like 2 or like 6 to 2? And even then, bro, it was like, oh yeah, you don't have time to study after 2. I am so exhausted after that 8-hour shift that I don't want to, but I have to force myself to sit down and do it. And definitely if I didn't have that job, I would have gotten like better grades. You know what I mean? So it really is a lot to juggle. It's a lot to like work with. It's a lot of like having to find yourself. Like, I kid you not, you will find yourself, okay? Because at a certain point, when you are juggling so many things in your life, you know what I mean? And you're trying so hard to do certain things, a lot of the pressures that felt like a lot of pressure before melt away, okay? And you get to unfurl like a butterfly. The butterfly might be a bit weak for right now, you know, because you're just new to the world, but you're getting unfurled. You're now a butterfly, and you're finding yourself. You're finding who you are outside of the stupid scope that was high school, outside of, even if you're still living with your parents, outside of like your parents' like influence on you as much, you know what I mean? And college is definitely like a mix of new people, new experiences, and just learning to be an adult, because you're a new adult. You're trying your best. It's hard. It's really, really hard, but you're trying your best, okay? And the amount of time you used to spend on homework in high school is nothing compared to what you're gonna have to do in college now, okay? And the fun thing about community college though is that there's a lot of like online classes, you know, like it's like most of my GEs I've done online. It's super simple, you know. I love professors who open everything up in the beginning of the year, and I get to just work on that on my own time, on my own pace, and it's really easy. And all my STEM classes, of course, were in person. Those were rigorous, hard, time consuming. Find a study group, find people to study with. Please, 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 okay? Go to tutoring, go to office hours, do all those things, you know, things people usually tell you. Just try to be, I think being on campus a lot helped me. Being on campus, A, like I would go to the library, I would study a lot, and B, just being in the same space. Like there's the chem lounge. I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but sometimes I mention the chem lounge on like my TikToks. People, like, it's a little like lounge that we have where people would usually just go and sit and study, and I literally became friends with everybody who was always there. Like we all became friends because that's how like crazy we are. Like some people, sometimes we'd be there until 11 p.m. Like I remember all like there was like 20 of us in that building, like during elections, because elections are like in November, right? Yeah. And it was like, you know, coming up to be finals, like we're all like grinding, and then we're all like, we have one person's laptop up watching the election as it's all happening and all freaking out. Like I remember doing my computer science like program, trying to figure it out, like crashing out, looking to my right, crashing out, going back to my assignment, and then crashing out. It was it was great because we all were crashing out together, you know, like vibes, like it was basic. So like academically, I really just want you to just understand that it is going to be hard, and you're gonna do worse than you did in high school. I mean, unless you're, you know, it's really smart and genius, but like it's gonna be a turning point, you know what I mean? And what I mean, I'm gonna do worse in high school, I just mean like, don't be mad if your first exam, like you mess it up or you do like worse than you thought you would. Simply, you know, like keep going, you know, do better next time, change the way you study, maybe like get more people to study with you. Like usually professors have like this like rule where it's like, oh, one exam is dropped, or replace it with your final grade, or like things like that. And that's like really helpful, because usually first exam have the worst grades, but then from there it usually improves because people learn like how the professor likes to do his exams, how she will like grade you, so it gets easier from there, you know what I mean? All in all, guys, take a breath, calm down. Hopefully, you know, you'll find the people, you'll find your people, you'll enjoy college, you'll find like I want to say just enjoy like the small things sometimes. Get a little sweet treat. My friends know me, okay? They know how much I love boba, bro. Like, it is a running joke. We have a lot of running jokes, but me loving boba, I'm obsessed. I will confess, I am obsessed. My little sweet treats are, oh my god, I stubbed my toe, I need to go get some boba. Like, I'm a bit extreme in it. Don't be me. I usually vary in extremes. I don't really do, it's not extreme. I don't know why. But it's boba, you know what I mean? Like, I just sip it and I'm happy. All my problems go away. And that's, I don't know if that's a good thing, but at least my coping mechanism is boba. Like, it could always be so much worse, is what I like to say. Okay, like, I don't think tapioca starch is anything bad. I don't think. I always get double boba too. Yeah, I'm obsessed. And honestly, if you're gonna go to Sierra College, which is a community college in Rockland, say hi to me. If you see me, be like, hello, and we can be besties, we can be friends. We can go to raves together. I'll invite you to some of our parties or hangouts or whatever. Like, if you see me on campus, be like, hey. Take a breath, enjoy it, please. And you'll probably be there for 2 years, 3 years, maybe even more. You know, just enjoy the time that you spend there. Please. Even if I really need you to find a balance between all the suffering that will occur in your classes and then the nice nature walks you can take with your friends or hike. I don't know, I'm not situated in a good location where we can go and do like raves and parties and good things in that was one of my friends. He's an idiot. Oh my god. What do you want, Evan? Rude. Anyway, I'm situated in a good place where we have like San Francisco and SAC in one area, so we can like go to San Francisco for a day trip. We can go to SAC. It's like a 30-minute drive to like raves and like clubs down there like that are 18 plus, and then we have Auburn for like hikes and things like that. So we are actually situated in a really nice place, which is really fun. So yeah, guys, that was my community college diary entry. My voice just cracked. That was my entry. I hope it helps you. I hope you take one little tiny piece of it and bloom into your beautiful you. Okay, bye.